Hi everyone. In a couple of weeks, I'm doing a webinar for mental health professionals on working with anger and rage. But today I want to talk to you about anger and why very often people struggling with expressing this negative feeling, but also what emotional and relational challenges it causes when we suppress, when we don't externalize our anger. So many people grow up learning that for various reasons, expressing anger is not okay, it isn't welcome. It could be transgenerational messages, it could be cultural messages, it could be part of the parental modeling, but all of those messages are going to be around anger is bad. Don't get angry, don't show when you're angry. And also for a lot of people, anger has an association with an abusive language, with maybe punishment, with a lot of harm. So anger, as any other feeling, has a problem-solving function. So we feel our feelings because there is a need behind them. And when we feel a feeling, this is our nervous system communicating that this is a need I have. So developmentally with anger, the first time we're starting to feel it is around 18 months to 3 years old. And those of you who have children, or maybe now you have like toddlers, you know that this is a very challenging stage because literally overnight or in the course of several weeks, this cute little baby often turn into rebellious, boundary pushing, energetic toddler, and they say no to everything. They kick, they bite, they throw things. They're just basically kind of actively they have this energy saying no to literally everything, So the purpose of that is the start of what's called individuation as separation process. So as children grow up, they're moving towards an emotional separation, independency from their parents. The purpose of anger is to start expressing, I'm different than you, my needs can be different, my feelings can be different, basically I want to be me, I want to be unique. So they're starting to see themselves separate to their parents at that stage, because before that stage, there was a big level of an emotional symbiosis, right? They were kids are seeing themselves only in relations to their parents. So this stage is wonderful and the developmental task is wonderful, but it also can be really bloody challenging for parents. So what happens during this stage, especially if parents themselves grew up with messages around, anger is being negative and they haven't learned to express anger, is that they will start to, in various ways, to model to kids that being angry is not okay, being separate is not okay, and expressing your separate needs is not okay. They start to suppress those natural expressions of anger as opposed to modeling, teaching to kids how to process it in a helpful way, purely because they haven't learned how to externalize anger. They haven't had support from their parents in achieving this developmental task. So this is very unconscious. It doesn't come from the place of lack of love or because they're not trying. This is purely one of the mechanisms of how do we pass on those transgenerational messages. But when we don't express anger, we can't protect our, we can't be intimate, we can't facilitate change, we can't express our needs, we can't be separate from someone else, we can't pursue our goals. Anger is an antidote of anxiety, depression, many other challenges in relationships, and emotional challenges are rooted in our inability or suppression of anger. Also, paradoxically, when we are disconnected from anger, it often results into feelings of rage. It also often results in distortions of anger when our nervous system is trying to process, to digest those feelings that we don't express, but it causes a lot of distortions. So anger is a normal feeling. It's essential for development. It's essential for relationship. It's essential for communicating your needs. And on December 19th, I'm doing a workshop for mental health professionals. So if you want to learn about anger, how to work with anger, how to work with rage, please join me.